Oscar November 4ISS. This is Oscar Romeo 4ISS. Have you loud and clear? Help me. Over. Copy that. I'm ready for the questions. Over. Looking forward to talking to you. Hi, Haley. Great question. We have some robots up here called the Astrobees, and they fly around and they get programmed by students sometimes, but they also fly around and take pictures of certain parts of the space station to do inspections for us so that we don't have to do them. Over. Hey, Harish. I think my first feelings would I'd be very surprised, and then I'd want to learn a lot more about them, about how they lived and how they developed. Over. That's a great question. If an astronaut gets sick, our crew actually has a doctor. We have 2 doctors up here right now, so they're very helpful. But if we don't have a doctor on board, we have doctors on the ground that we can call, and they help us do the right things. And we also have medicines and things on board that they can have us take if we need to. Over. Great question. The space station was built by lots of countries, and they all had to work together very closely, and so it was really, really important that they all worked together and understood what all those limitations are so that we didn't have any of those problems, and they did a great job. Over. So we do lots of exercises. We have resistance exercises, which is like weight training up here. And then we also do cardiovascular exercises so that our hearts stay strong. We do that on a treadmill and a bike. Over. Hey, Thean, I have not actually experienced either of those things. There is another thing called SANS, which is Sierra Alpha November Sierra. And it is a wrinkling of the retina and causes some astronauts to have poorer vision. And it usually recovers on the ground, but that is something doctors are researching still. Over. Hey, Jackson. Well, I hope you get to do it. The piece of advice I would give you is to just find something that you're really interested in and go pursue that as a profession and do as good as you can with it. And above all, learn to be a really good teammate, both a leader and a follower. Over. The space station is really big, and so it's probably been impacted by things since we've been up here. Usually out on the handrails outside, you can see little tick marks where micrometeoroids have gone through the handrail. They go in with a very clean hole and come out with something very sharp on the other side. But we luckily haven't seen anything inside or felt anything, so hopefully it's just small things and the space station keeps running. Over. Hey, Caden. Yeah, our bodies are very used to having gravity, and so for the first month or so, it takes some getting used to up here. And for at least for me, my lower back really started getting stiff, and the muscles would tighten up a little bit. But eventually, you get used to it. Over. Hey, May. The answer is yes. It was both mentally and physically strenuous. But it was also a lot of fun, learning lots of different things, working with great people, and getting to do some pretty amazing things. Over. Hey, Ainsley, that's a great question. I think for me, it actually just reinforced the way I see life. But certainly seeing the Earth from this perspective makes you realize how fragile and unique it is in the solar system and in the universe, and makes you want to take care of it and make sure that we keep it beautiful for the future. Over. Alexander, yes, just like I said before, I think finding something that you are passionate about and that you really enjoy, go after that and go after it, as hard as you can. But don't be afraid to set big goals, and find a good team to support you, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Over. Hey, Santiago, I sure hope so, but one of the reasons we don't do it as often is it's also very dangerous, and so we only do it when we absolutely need to. Over. Hey, Haley, there are so many amazing things up here. The first thing is right after our rocket separated from the second stage. You could see the second stage out the window flying right next to our capsule. So that was pretty amazing. But since I've been up here, I think some of the most amazing things are sunsets and the aurora, or northern lights. Over. Hey, Harisha. Yeah, we sure have. We got to talk to Palmer Station down in Antarctica for a few times as our orbit went past there, and so that was really special to get to talk to them because they're isolated on a science station, much like we are. Over. Hey, Bree, so I sleep pretty good in space now. I think I'll sleep really good when I get back home because I can't wait to actually lay down on a bed and put my head on a pillow. Over. I think you asked about docking, and normally they're automated, and then we're standing by in case we have to take over for something because the humans can usually do it better in an emergency or when the equipment starts to fail. Over. We're starting to break up. It's getting hard to understand you guys. If you're asking about mascots, we usually bring up a zero-G indicator, and it's usually a stuffed animal. I brought one of my youngest daughter's small turtles. His name is Zippy, and he was our zero-G indicator, and he sits in my crew quarters with me. Over. So much. It was great talking with you guys. You had some great questions. I hope you guys just have a great day, and I hope to see you guys soon. Over. 73. Thank you so much. Hope you guys have a great day. Over. 73.